Good morning, this is Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards coming to you this morning from rainy Deadwood with a brand new card that I'm going to create for you. This is what it looks like. I'm using the Needlepoint Nook DSP. It's in the Occasions catalog and you have until June 3rd, I believe. It says on the back of this thing. Yes, June 3rd. And it's this paper right here. That's what we're using today. I've got it all cut up and ready to go. So, I did two versions of this card. I did one with the Highland Heather, and then I did one with Balmy Blue. You'll have to tell me which one you like better. We're going to do this one today. And one of the reasons why I kind of did it this way is because I took a piece of Highland Heather cardstock. It's on this card right here. And I cut it at 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. And then I took the rectangle stitched framelits and I used, I believe, the third from the largest. Yes, and cut the center out to get this piece, because we're going to use that. And then I needed a piece of the Balmy Blue, which is the 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. And I cut the center out of it with the same die so I could use on this card. And then I took some little strips and used edging on this. You can use the edge of one of these if you want, or however you want to do it, or not put that stitching on it at all. But anyway, that's what I did. And then I'm using this paper from Needlepoint Nook, and I took and cut this piece is 5 1/4 by 4, and I took the next size one of these dies, which would be the 4th from the largest, and cut the center of it out, because we're going to layer like this. So I'll put this over here. Just ignore the ink there, we're going to cover that up. This is the Gingham Gala, and I use the Stitched Shapes framelits, these ones right here. And I cut the Gingham Gala Highland Heather with the second from the largest, and then I used the next size down to cut this Whisper White piece. And if you don't have these, you can just cut the squares. And this piece is 1 5/8 inch square, and this one's 2 1/4 inch square. So you can just cut the pieces out. So first thing we're going to do, so I keep from getting glue all over my work surface, we're going to take this piece and we're going to glue this piece to the blue. Let's do that first. This is really beautiful paper, and I've been trying to use it up. So I thought, well, I'll make this card, and I made several cards, and I'll show them to you, and ask my husband which one he liked the best, and this was one of the ones that he picked that he liked. So I thought, oh, well, we'll make that card today. So we're going to glue that there, and then we're going to take this piece and make sure these line up, because I want them to match, and we're going to glue this inside piece to the Highland Heather piece. I have another card, if this doesn't take too long, I have another one we could make, or I'll do another video and upload another video with the other card. So we're going to glue that there like that. And then we're going to put glue just around the outside edge, because we're going to glue this piece to the center of our other, the center of this piece right here. Just like this. Okay. And then I have, I'm not sure where I put my little strip. I'll have to do it later. I had a strip to go here. I don't see it handy right at the moment. Thought I had everything together. Must have got lost on my desk. Oh, well. Anyway, I can do that later. But what I'm going to do is take these two strips and, oh, here's one. Okay, we're going to do this with these two strips, just like that. So let's do that so we can get that on the inside of our card. So what I did was I just put a little line of glue right here on this. Now you can certainly take a whole piece, and this would be 4 1/4 by 1 1/8 if you wanted to take, instead of doing it the way I'm doing it, you could take a whole piece and just put this on there. I just had these little strips, so I did it this way. This worked for me. So I actually used the stitched it's called. They don't have it anymore. They ran out, and they're not getting any more in. But it's the stitched. Yeah, it's called. Oh. It is called Stitched Labels Framelits. If you have this these dies, you could use this. This is what I used. This piece right here. If you don't have that, then you can just use your layering squares and do it that way. So then I cut these edges off. So obviously they're too long. And then I just adhered this to the inside of my card at the bottom. Just like this. And if it goes over the edge a little bit, you just want to make sure that you've got room to close your card. So if it goes over the edge, which mine did, and you can just trim the ends right here, because you want it flush. You don't want it hanging over the edge, just like that. And then I stamped it inside with Colorful Seasons. I used this image right here. May all your tomorrows be as happy as today. Okay, the inside's done. Then I took this ribbon, which is in the annual catalog, and it's mini striped ribbon, and this is it's Gorgeous Grape, but I thought it went well with this. And I took my two pieces here, and let's glue these. And we're going to use dimensionals on the back of this. I just centered this in the center of this piece right here. So, and then I took my dimensionals. Let's put the lid on this so it doesn't dry up. And I put dimensionals on the back of this piece. I used 5 because I wanted one in the center so it wouldn't collapse. Probably don't need 5, that's just what I did. I thought I'd make a bunch of these cards since I have a lot of this paper, and then I can have them to give away. This says wishing you the best, and I just center that and make it even. It's like that. And then I took my ribbon and I put a glue dot on the back of the bow part. And I tied this around something. And then I just cut it in half. We're going to, I'm going to center this right below this focal point here. Just like that. And then I took glue dots and put on the back of these, the ends, because I'm going to wrap that around. I want them to stay in place while I glue the front to the card. So let's do that. I'm trying to make some pretty simple cards, show you how to use up your DSP. If you're like me, you have a lot of it. It's getting close to the end of our this catalog and the annual catalog, and I was reading or watching a video, YouTube video, and someone did that the prices are going up, so shop now while you can get the prices before they go up. And if some of the products, like the 2017, 2019 colors are going away, so if you like those colors, you need to buy them, stock up on them while you can. So there's the front. And then if you want to trim your tails on your ribbon so that they're shorter, you can do that. This looks kind of nice long, so I'm going to leave it. And then I took these rhinestones. I'll make sure and say the right thing. And I put one in each corner of this focal point because I thought it looked kind of neat that way. Just do that. So now you have, these are the 2 cards here, and then this is the Balmy Blue version. So there you have it. This is the card for today. This is a pretty short video. I thought my next video that I'm going to do is going to be this card. This is the other one that my husband liked. I thought that one was pretty too. And then get some of these out of the way here. So we're going to do this one on the next video. And then I did, this is all with the same paper, just different versions of things using different paper. Here's this one. It's a little busy. It wasn't my favorite, but it looks alright. And then I have this one, which I like that one too. Anyway, those are the cards I created with this paper. Well, I'll do one with this next, in my next video. I want to remind you of my host code. With every $50 you purchase, I'll have host rewards. I'm thinking about doing Stampin Dimensionals, a packet of Stampin Dimensionals for the host reward. If you spend $150, don't use that code. I want to tell you that I used Floral frames, wishing you the best for the front, and then I already showed you that. And those were the supplies I used. So if you like this card, tell me which version you like better, whether you like the Highland Heather version or the Balmy Blue. I like them both. This ribbon is this ribbon here, just so you know. It's in the annual catalog. It's the silver ribbon, white, whisper white with silver edge, and I just used the dark Balmy Blue Stampin' Blends to color it to the color I wanted for this card. So that's how I ended up with some blue ribbon. I really like this ribbon. I wish there would have been some blue to put on this card, but that looks pretty. So let's see. There's my website, ElaineDotson.stampinup.net. Remember, the new catalog comes out June 2nd. If you order with me before the end of April, because I have until April 30th, I can add you to my automatic shipment of the new catalogs. So if you don't do an order with me and you would like a catalog, there's a nominal fee of $5, and with your first order I will refund the $5 for the catalog. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and happy stamping. And thank you for joining me today.